Here are 8 advanced phrasal verbs that will help you ace the IELTS speaking test. Phrasal verbs are fun and they can add colour to your spoken English. Great, I hear you say. And you also may say, Oi, what's a phrasal verb? It's a great question. Basically, a phrasal verb is a verb plus a preposition, sometimes 2 prepositions, a bit like to look up, and it has a literal meaning like look up. Sometimes phrasal verbs have an idiomatic meaning. To look up a word means to find the word in a dictionary. You can also have to look up to someone. Up, preposition, to preposition. I look up to my father, meaning I admire and respect that person. Most importantly, phrasal verbs will make your English sound more natural, especially your spoken English, because native speakers use phrasal verbs all the time when they're speaking English. And because there are so many, my advice to you for learning phrasal verbs is to learn them one by one, step by step in context. Don't try to learn lists of lots and lots of words. It gets too complicated. So in this video, I'm going to give you 8 different phrasal verbs. I'll give you the meaning and I'll give you an example. At the end of the video, somebody is going to ask me 8 questions using the phrasal verbs. It will be a great way to review. And some of the questions, well, here's a warning. Some of the questions are a bit personal and the answers might surprise you. That's at the end. Let's go straight in to the first phrasal verb. Number 1, to wear out. Now it's important to notice most phrasal verbs have 2 or 3 different meanings. In this video, I'm just going to focus on one meaning, keeping it simple, okay? To wear someone out means to make someone very tired. For example, maybe for you, running in the park can wear you out. Maybe preparing for IELTS is wearing you out. For me, my boss wears me out when he talks for hours on end. Next, number 2, to wind up. Here we're looking at to wind someone up, meaning to irritate or annoy someone by playing tricks on them or teasing them or joking with them. For example, stop winding up your sister. You know it makes her angry. When I was a kid, my brother used to wind me up, no end, right? He would always steal my toys and hide them. It used to wind me up. Another example, I failed my test. No, it's not true. I'm just winding you up. So it's kind of joking, right? A bit like pulling your leg. Next, number 3, to do away with. So this one has 2 prepositions, right? The verb to do and then away, preposition 1, with preposition 2. This is a slightly more formal phrasal verb. It can be used both in speaking and writing, and it means to abolish, to get rid of, or to eliminate something. Very often we use it for talking about rules or regulations or policies that a company or a government may have, right? For example, at last, the local government have done away with that tax on imported food. Got it? Next. Number 4, to put up. It has many meanings, but here we're looking at to put someone up, meaning to accommodate someone, which is basically to let them stay in your home or give them some kind of accommodation, normally for a short period of time. For example, recently, my brother was moving house, so I put him up for a few nights during the move. I hope you're enjoying this video. A quick break just to let you know, as you're learning phrasal verbs, I think a really important thing is to also to be practicing using them, speaking. And if you can practice with other people, it's even better. Did you know that in the gold course, IELTS Speaking Success, get a Band 7 Plus Gold, you can now chat and talk online to other students on the course. We have online breakout rooms, speaking practice breakout rooms, where you can meet with 1 or 2 other students across the world at a particular time online in the course, and you can practice speaking with them. A great way to practice IELTS questions, new vocabulary, ideas that you want to share with them. Students love it. I think they enjoy the practice. They enjoy meeting other people, the kind of cultural exchange that is going on there. It's great fun and a great way to improve your fluency. All inside the Gold course. If you want to find out more, there's a link below and you can discover all the great things that the Gold course has to help you develop your speaking skills in a fun and professional way so that you can face the IELTS examiner with confidence and ace your IELTS speaking test. For now, let's get into phrasal verb number 5. Number 5, to fall for. Actually, there are 2 meanings here which are very closely related. I'm going to look at both. To fall for somebody means that you develop romantic feelings for that person. A bit like to fall in love. Okay. For example, she fell for him the moment she met him. And then 3 months later, they got married. To fall for somebody. Now, if you fall for something, it means that you are tricked or deceived by that. Now, to fall for, typically you can fall for a scam, you can fall for a trick. It's a bit like you fall into the trap. Okay, for example, I will say very strongly, don't fall for those scams on the internet that sell you IELTS certificates. It's all false. Okay, great. Next. Number 6, to fall out. To fall out means to have a disagreement with somebody, and that often ends your relationship, or at least stops the relationship for a short period of time. You can say that we have fallen out, so we have disagreed and we stopped speaking. They have fallen out. You can also say, I have fallen out with someone. I have fallen out with my friend. We're not speaking. Or you can say, we have fallen out with each other. So we argued and we're not speaking to each other. An example for you, Tom and Zoe were married, but they fell out over disagreements about money and eventually got divorced. What a sad story. It doesn't always end in divorce. Sometimes when you fall out, you can make up. Let's go to number 7. Okay, number 7, to make up, has 2 meanings. I'm going to look at both of them here. The first one is to become friends after a disagreement. So if you fall out with someone, you can make up. You can make up with someone, and you can make up with each other if it's 2 people, which is normally the case. For example, if I ever fall out with a friend, I try to make up as soon as possible. Good advice, right? Doesn't always work, but good advice. Now, to make up can also mean to invent something, a story or a lie, maybe. We often say he's making it up, right? He's telling lies, or to make things up, to invent stories. For example, an angry girlfriend that doesn't believe her boyfriend might say, I know that's not true. Don't make things up. Tell me what really happened. Next. Number 8 is to be up for something. And this means, well, to be willing or keen to do something. Usually it's when talking about a challenge or something that might be difficult. So, for example, I'm not really up for doing this test. I don't think I'm ready yet. Maybe I will do it next year. Or you might say to friends at the end of a working day, hey, are you up for a drink? Let's go down the pub together. Nice. So now we're going to review all of those phrasal verbs. some questions and some interesting answers.
Okay then, Keith. I'm going to ask you some questions using those phrasal verbs. Are you ready?
Okay.
Keith, what wears you out?
Listening to boring people at parties. I mean, I'm a total introvert. I get very bored very easily at parties and it just wears me out.
Keith, what winds you up?
When people talk over me and they just don't listen, that really winds me up.
Do you sometimes deliberately wind people up?
No, not really. I'm not really much of a prankster.
What would you like to do away with?
I'd like to do away with my neighbour, the one that plays loud music at the weekends and in the evening.
Could you put me up this weekend?
Sure, we have a sofa bed that you can use, but just don't be one of those friends that stays forever.
Have you ever fallen for someone?
Well, yes, obviously I fell for my wife when I first met her, but if the truth be told, I actually fell for somebody. I fell for a girl at university years before meeting my wife. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, she didn't want to have anything to do with me.
Could you fall for me?
Ooh, I don't think so. We're just good friends, right?
Do you sometimes fall for scams?
No, I don't think I have. I'm usually quite on the ball when it comes to scams.
Have you ever fallen out with a friend?
No. Funnily enough, I've fallen out with my wife a number of times, but I don't usually fall out with friends.
Do you ever make things up?
Generally, I find it very hard to lie. Sometimes I can tell a white lie if I think it will smooth things over.
Are you up for going for a drink tonight?
Absolutely. Is it your treat? There you go. I hope that helps you build your vocabulary and develop your speaking skills. If you like the video, please do like it, subscribe and turn on notifications. And also, if you want to practice more, do check out my gold course for IELTS Speaking. There's a link down below. You can check it out and start practicing more and more speaking with students around the world. That's it. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll enjoy the next video. You can learn 15 more phrasal verbs to impress your IELTS examiner. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Keep practicing, my friend. Take care. Bye-bye.